Long ago, in a quiet village called Aroko, where red dust met green farms and evening fires told stories before sleep, there lived a young man named Sefu. Sefu was clever, very clever, but he had a problem. He loved shortcuts. While others woke early to farm, Sefu looked for easier ways. While his friends learned trades, Sefu searched for quick money. He believed smart people should not struggle. Life is about strategy, he often said, tapping his forehead. One morning, as Sefu walked through the forest path, he saw something strange beneath a silk cotton tree. A small clay calabash. It looked old, with faded symbols carved around its rim. Curious, Sefu picked it up. At once, a soft voice came from inside. "Whatever question you ask me, I will answer with truth." Sefu nearly dropped it. He looked around. Nobody. Heart pounding, he whispered, "Is this a joke?" "No," the calabash replied. "Ask." Sefu thought quickly. "Where can I find money?" The calabash answered, "Hard work brings steady wealth. Dishonesty brings fast loss." Sefu frowned. "That is not helpful." He tried again. "How can I become rich without suffering?" The calabash stayed quiet for a moment. Then it said, "There is no harvest without planting." Sefu shook his head. "This calabash talks like my grandmother." Still, he carried it home. That evening, Sefu tested it again. He asked about business. It spoke of patience. He asked about love. It spoke of respect. He asked about success. It spoke of discipline. Every answer was wise. Every answer was slow. Sefu grew annoyed. Then an idea entered his mind. What if I used this calabash to impress people? The next day, he gathered villagers and announced that he owned a magical object that revealed hidden truths. People laughed at first, until Sefu asked it questions in public. And it answered. Word spread fast. Soon, chiefs from nearby villages came to see the talking calabash. Traders offered gifts. Visitors brought food. Some paid Sefu just to ask questions. Sefu began to enjoy attention. He wore finer clothes. He stopped greeting old friends. He started charging people money. When the calabash warned him, he ignored it. "Do not turn wisdom into business," it said. But Sefu replied, "Relax. Everyone is happy." Then one afternoon, a wealthy merchant arrived. The merchant had a serious face and tired eyes. He paid Sefu a large sum and asked quietly, "Will my business survive this year?" The calabash answered, "Only if you stop cheating your workers." The merchant froze. The crowd murmured. Embarrassed, the merchant left without a word. The next visitor was a respected village elder. He asked, "Will my sons continue my legacy?" The calabash replied, "Not while you treat them with fear instead of guidance." The elder walked away in silence. People became uncomfortable. They realized the calabash did not flatter. It exposed. Soon fewer visitors came. Those who did were afraid of hearing truths they were not ready for. Angry and desperate, Sefu tried to change the game. He began answering questions himself, pretending the calabash spoke. He told people what they wanted to hear. He praised the proud. He encouraged the dishonest. He promised success without effort. Money returned, but something else disappeared. The calabash fell silent. No matter how much Sefu shook it, tapped it, begged it, nothing. Days later, while cleaning his room, Sefu accidentally dropped the calabash. It cracked open. Inside, there was nothing. No spirit. No magic. Only air. Confused, Sefu went to the oldest woman in Aroko and told her everything. She listened carefully, then smiled. "My son," she said, "the calabash was never magical. It only spoke because you were willing to listen. It reflected your conscience." Sefu sat down slowly. "So, I destroyed it myself." The old woman nodded. "When you chose lies over truth, the voice had no home." Sefu lost his fame. He lost his easy money. But he gained something better. Understanding. He returned to farming. He learned a trade. He rebuilt trust, one day at a time. And years later, when children asked him about success, Sefu would say, "Quick gain fades. True growth stays." And that, my friends, is today's tale from Tales of Africa. If this story spoke to you, if it reminded you that honesty still matters and shortcuts still fail, then please support the channel. Subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. More African wisdom is coming. Until next time, remember, character builds futures.